David Naskio here. So I'm here with episode 2 of this bingo book series. Today we'll be talking about V1 Naruto, or Naruto Uzumaki. No long speeches or disclaimers today, so we're going to get right into it. So here's Naruto. As you can see, I have on him his Shadow Clone Jutsu, his Clone Spin, and his Harem Jutsu, and 2K Barrage. So we're going to take a look at that. His Clone Spin at level 8 has a 7-second cooldown. His Shadow Clone Jutsu at level 8 has a 3-second cooldown. And his Harem Jutsu at level 8 has a 5-second cooldown. So with me, I think for Naruto, everything except for his Clone Spin is essential. You need his Shadow Clone Jutsu. Without that, he's not such a great defender. And his Harem Jutsu buys a lot of time. It does have a medium paralyze. His Clone Spin is kind of like the one that you can switch out. It does, like, you can use his Clone Throw or his Clone Uppercut, but I like the Clone Spin just because it's multi-hit. So we're going to take a look at that Harem Jutsu really quick just to confirm it does have a medium paralyze. And as you can see here, it does in fact have a medium paralyze. It doesn't do any damage because it has 0 POW, but if it hits you, it's definitely going to stun you long enough so he can probably Shadow Clone you to the face. So like last time, what I'll do is I'll show 2 examples of his pattern, starting out initially, and then I'll kind of explain what's going on in the evasion part. So like Itachi, Naruto primarily has 2 patterns. He has his Shadow Clone pattern, and he has his Harem pattern. So we're going to showcase his Shadow Clone pattern twice. Unlike Itachi, you don't have to be so far away, so I can actually stand right here and I'll still get a Shadow Clone. Oh no, he didn't. So he Haremed. So I was too close. So yeah, see, so he's dangerous in the sense that if you get hit once, then it's kind of like game over. Okay, so let's do that. I swear, like the first time I would do this, it always never goes as I expect. So it should be Shadow Clone. There it is. He's gonna run up with Harem. There that is. Easy peasy. Okay, so we're gonna do the Harem pattern. The Shadow Clone pattern one more time. This time I'm gonna interrupt him right after he does the Shadow Clone. It's a little bit more risky, but it does end things a little bit faster. Again, so that's the Shadow Clone pattern. So for this pattern, the Harem pattern, he will actually, you run up to his face. If you gotta actually spawn him right, because there is there's some time difference here. So it looks like this. Just so he doesn't Shadow Clone. I can easily just kind of run into him and then seal him, beat him up. Do that one more time. And I'll kind of show you what happens if you do it wrong. So again, I'm just going to run up to him. This time I'm just going to dodge around it. I won't even body blow it. Shadow Clone should come. Nope. But again, so it depends. Like, those are the 2 ways you can take him out. I'll show what happens if you spawn him too soon and you don't make it to him fast enough. In that case, I'll get Shadow Clone. He won't start with a Harem Jutsu, he'll Shadow Clone instead. So see I spawn him back down here. And he doesn't Shadow Clone. He does Shadow Clone, he doesn't Harem. So that's the pattern. Those are his 2 patterns. Pretty simple. So we're actually gonna go into the evasion part of the base. So we're gonna talk about his Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto is very much like, in this game, I won't say like he is in the anime or the manga. He's pretty strong, but he's a simpleton. That being said, like, all of his attacks are very easy to dodge. He telegraphs everything. So you'll see right here, none of his attacks can actually hit through the wall. His Shadow Clone Jutsu doesn't go through the wall. He doesn't attempt to Harem through the wall. He might try to do that on thinner walls, but he hasn't even done it on the barricade. So as far as I know, none of his attacks go through walls. Okay, so we'll bring him up to the barricade here now. And you'll see him immediately, he'll start Shadow Cloning. Shadow Clone is a very easy dodge. He just sends out a clone in a straight line. Like, I don't even have to, I can be stationary, and then by the time he sends it out, I can move and I'll still be able to dodge it. Doesn't require like prior movement or like momentum to dodge. So I'll just move over here so he, come on, right here. Let's see, like that. Like, it's really simple. You'll notice even though the cooldown is 3 seconds, yeah, it doesn't spam it, so you don't have to like, you know, dodge Shadow Clone jutsus from like, you know, every 3 seconds, even if like someone has him behind a couple of barricades. You'll also notice his harem jutsu is a range 1 attack, but he won't attempt to use that through the barricade. So even though that's why Shadow Clone jutsu is dangerous. And that's also a 5 hit. I'm getting stuck on that wall. Okay, but again, his harem jutsu doesn't go through walls. His clone spin doesn't go through walls. The only attack that he has, well, none of his attacks go through walls. The only attack that he has that goes through a barricade is his Shadow Clone jutsu, and if you equip him with his clone throw, that will also go through a barricade, but it can't go through walls. That being said, Naruto does have one attack that can go through wall, and that's his ultimate, his 2K barrage. So first we'll kind of like showcase the harem jutsu range because we talked about the Shadow Clone. So there that is. So see, he kind of runs up pretty close range. It's very easy to dodge. He pretty much telegraphs it. If Naruto tries to get within 2 feet of you, just move. Like you'll see here, I'm kind of like moving in this big square. Like he's not hard at all. He's definitely like one of the easier characters to fight. If there's no bear traps or tornado traps, just take your time. Like there's no reason to panic. I know one hit's kind of like game over, but just maintain your composure, like, because he's very, very easy. And you'll see, like, he misses all the time. All the time. Not let him get that, but that's kind of like my point. So we'll kind of end this here now, and then we'll talk about his ultimate. Alright, so the ultimate we have on him is his 2K barrage. We still do have defense up. His 2K barrage ultimate is a range 1 attack. However, it can go through walls. It is also multi-hit. So I'll showcase that. We're just gonna lower his health a little bit. I don't think this next one should. Yes, next one might kill him. Okay. So sorry, this is kind of like, I gotta make sure I don't do too much damage, but I do need to hit him at least 3 times to get him low enough to do that. So that's 1. I think he should be low enough. So there it is. Multi-hit, and as you can see, it can go through walls. The other dangerous thing about his ultimate is, even if the animation is still going, you can be hit by it. So even if the clones disappear, the ultimate isn't over until Naruto actually lands. So we show through the wall. Now we'll show through the fence. I'm just gonna leave him up again. And it should be fairly obvious to see, like, if it can go through the wall, then it can go through the fence. So we'll just kind of, I broke it. We'll just, like, yeah. So you see, even though the clothes were gone, he still was able to kill me. Dodging his ultimate, we'll talk about that now. Again, as long as you're not being caught by any traps, it's fairly easy. The AI is not very smart at all. So we'll go what that looks like when there's no fence. Yes, come Naruto. Alright, so he's gonna try to get me now. But yeah, if I move a little bit, then he kind of just misses. Nothing special. Like I said, he's very, very easy. If you can run in a big square, you can dodge Naruto. So we're done with his ultimate, or his 2K barrage. So now I'll show you his Rasengan. Not everyone uses 2K barrage. Some people do have a Rasengan. And the timing can throw you off if you're not used to it. So there's Naruto take off 2K Barrage, we'll put on Rasengan. Go back to the fortress. We'll keep the defense up for now. It's still up. Okay, perfect. Alright, so this is going to take about 2 of the... Okay, it should be 3 now. Perfect. Okay, so you see he's on low health. Unlike before with the 2K Barrage, he's not going to try to Rasengan me here. You know, we can move around a little bit, but it just never happens. You guys can see that, or you can take my word for it. However, it can go through a barricade, so we'll put this fence here, and he actually will, yeah, and it hurts. As you can see, it does have quite a bit of buildup. So you just kind of have to, I don't want to say wait it out, because you don't want to wait too long, but if you actually run around him, it's pretty easy to dodge. So I'll kind of just, we'll actually be done with the barricade after this, so I'll take it off. So he's going to do it. Don't. So you see, you can literally run around it. You just kind of can't panic. Like when you see it, don't freeze. You can also, if you don't want to run around it, you can run away from it. It does have a little bit of reach, however, not very much. He actually spins. Running around him is kind of like more scary to me than running away from him when he does that. Because again, like they're not very good with their range. We'll keep him there. Then we'll wait for the seal to wear off. Yeah, see, so you can literally just do that and it's game over. So I'm not really gonna go into detail about his clone spin, for the simple fact that it's just a better version of his harem jutsu, in my opinion, in terms of it just does damage, it's multi-hit, but you can run away from it the same way you would run away from his harem jutsu. It's not like this big deal. So now we'll just kind of get into, hold on, let me make sure I got this right. So take off Rasengan. We'll put back on 2K Barrage. So that's it for his jutsus. Now we'll just kind of, I guess, showcase going at him with different characters. So we'll talk more about, we'll go see better examples of his patterns and like how to interrupt them with certain characters. So I'll probably end up doing this for maybe, got like 5 more minutes. Yeah, I'll just pick like, I'll pick random characters and I'll do both examples. I'll go through like the long range, his shadow clone pattern, and I'll go through his up close pattern, and I'll just do it once with each character I kind of go with to just kind of like showcase. So that's the short range pattern with Hinata. That's the close range pattern with Hinata. Wow, my alarm. Sasuke's, I don't even know why I'm going to do this with Sasuke. That's very easy. So like once you kind of just like know the pattern, it's very it's just, yeah. A lot of like think what takes people off is the fact that you're not very familiar with them, and it's always kind of like pressure. It's like, okay, well, this is time. I'm getting tornado trapped. Oh, like, you know, I have a team counting on me. There's always all this stuff going on. But like when you remove all that and you kind of just, you know, focus on the one-on-one aspect of it, the AI just becomes very, very, I don't want to say, it becomes predictable. That was V2 Itachi. And everyone's like, well, you're using A-rank characters. Of course Naruto doesn't stand a chance. Actually, yeah, let's make this a little more interesting. Let's lose someone. Let's see some other people. Okay, let's see. Let's use EMS and then we'll use, how much time I got left? Alright, 4 more minutes. I'm trying to keep this under 20 minutes. So everyone will just get one then, I guess. We'll do Gara. Yeah, why not? Let's do Gara. If I can do this with Gara, then this should kind of like prove what I'm saying, right? Watch me die with Gara. Come on, do something. Yeah, so Gara of all people, no damage. Let's see. We can do Madara. All right, so we'll just run up close for Madara. I almost always like prefer long distance rangers though, just for the simple fact that it gives me time to like adjust to things if they don't go as planned. Let's see. Hidan. Because it does no damage, it's almost like a trade. I can trade off with that for Hidan at least. Oh, I didn't mean to pick him again. Do someone else. We'll do one more. Last one. Let's do Pain. Pain is weaker than him. I might die with Pain though. Oh, well, I was able to do with Pain. Yeah, so that's it for the video. Hopefully this does make V1 Naruto a little easier for some people to fight against. Again, these patterns, they are dependent on you keeping a certain range. If the closer an enemy gets to you without actually like any indication of that what that pattern is, the more unpredictable the behavior is going to be. So for example, if Naruto does just run up to me without using the shadow clone, even though I have a certain amount of distance, I gotta take it as a fact that maybe that's not the pattern he's starting with, because now he's too close to me. And vice versa. Like as you see, like if it takes too much time for me to get close to someone, then chances are I'm now not able to predict what that pattern is going to be because the circumstances have changed. So hopefully that helps. I'll be dropping episode 3, like I said, so there's going to be 5 episodes. I'll do at least 3, 4, and 5. I'll announce those characters as a video gets put out, so you won't actually see them ahead of time. But hopefully that answers anyone's questions about V1 Naruto. If you do have any other questions about Naruto or his behaviors, drop a comment. Once again, if you still want me to continue with this series, subscribe, like the video. Let me know. Oh, hey, I want to see more characters. Thanks everyone for watching. I really do appreciate the support and the comments. So I'll catch you guys next time. Demon Kyo out.